All right, bang. Today is Monday. It is January 9th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Monday presented by Miller Lite. We're joined on Zoom. KFC, you're back. Welcome back.
What's up? How we doing?
Good. I think last time you were here, you were doing KFC Live, KFC Radio Live, and you said you're like, I want to be back for the company sounds draft, so that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, it got born out of just best noises, right?
Yeah,
we talked about the sounds that immediately make you think of a company or a brand or whatever. So I said, make sure I'm in on this one.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're second draft of the year. We're going to go with that. Someone did recommend this. I forgot who shot me a DM, so thank you. I apologize. I forgot who the user was, the listener was. All right, right out of the gate, kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Very confusing, but I want to say, I appreciate Kevin because Kevin has asked more questions than any of you three have in the fucking 3 years we've been doing this.
I want to do this shit right.
I know. Well, let me tell you, I'm not kidding you. They said nothing. I sent them everything I sent you, and I just got one-sided text.
I can't even believe that because what we're doing is so obscure. It's such a weird thing. The fact that you guys...
It's hopeless.
I feel
it's a
like...
hopeless, fruitless exercise to sit here and try and make sense of this before we do it. That's why. You can have all the text conversations you want. We could get on the phone. It doesn't matter. Fucking cheese on a crackers is going to be Ritz peanut butter. It's the same thing every week. It doesn't matter.
I also talked to Ed about it yesterday, and I thought I had a grip on it. So I'm like, I don't need to ask any questions because we talked about it in person.
You're the one sending 3 fucking text messages.
Yeah, so here for clarification. I'm like,
7 p.m., 9
he got
p.m.,
more confused than anybody.
You couldn't even sleep last night because you thought that there was going to be so much conflict.
Time out.
I'm glad to see that things are going smooth over in Chicago right now.
You, Kevin.
Time out.
It's like 11 o'clock. I'm trying to fall asleep, and Ed's phone's just blowing up. I'm like, Ed, shut the fuck up. You get it.
Listen,
it wasn't that.
when I Googled company sounds, then it showed up like catchphrases, and I'm like, no, I don't want this. I don't want break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. That's a slogan.
But that's a song.
Yes, that's a song. I don't want that. I want when you say like the company's word, or if it's in the title of the word, I think that's fair game too.
But that's you run into like you said to me, the noise does not have to say the company name. I'm like, yeah, definitely not, because like there's a lot of them don't say the name at all. It's just a sound or a tune or whatever.
Correct. So I think, listen, clarification. So if there's a sound and it's what's that? What's like, I don't know.
You can't, this is like a big time you can't tip picks draft.
I know. It's not like...
We just got to get into it, man. It's
I know, but it's
I
not
have
like,
one pick I think qualifies, and it'll help me understand if other picks make sense.
And I want to make it very clear. He didn't say companies in the text. He said brand. So it doesn't need to be like its own specific company. It's just...
Good point, Dave.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good point. I mean, but you're going to... I have a couple, if they do get drafted, you're going to be like, well, fuck, that's not a company, but it's a brand. It's absolutely a brand.
Dave was sitting in here he had YouTube up doing his
See,
homework.
Wait a second. I don't know what that means. That didn't just give you carte blanche to take whatever you want now.
No. You'll know exactly what I'm getting at once we get there.
We'll hold each other
I don't know if we will.
We will.
I think this is gonna. Yeah. No. This is gonna be.
Bring it on,
I'm
bitches.
saying like, all right.
Hey, Kevin, I haven't talked to you in a while. I gotta say, you've become the most insufferable fucking cocksucker on the internet. With all this Mets and Steve Cohen shit.
Happy New
Suck
Year.
my ball sack. The Mets are still the Mets until they win a fucking World Series.
I can't hear you, broke boy. I can't hear you with your $71 million contract.
You're not. You're preaching to the choir right now. But you're still a Mets fan until.
Get down.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about.
This is like you lost the breakup. You were Sons of Uribe. Then
he was never a part of that. He was
I
on
was
the
never
damn
down
list.
with Sons of Uribe, by the way. I fucking hate you and White Sox fans and your bitch ass crybaby owner. I wish the worst for
We
you.
hate him more than anybody.
Yeah, but now
No, I hate him more than you. I promise you.
No,
that,
you
'cause
don't.
come
I
out
promise
and try
you
to block
don't.
Steve Cohen from if that man tried to stop my happiness, the happiness that I'm feeling now. He went out there and purposely tried to stop that from happening. Fuck you guys.
He has done that to me my entire life.
So I don't get what the problem is. If you ever get an owner like Steve Cohen, you're not gonna fucking ride for him like I do. Well, then you're a dumb fucking idiot.
I will be even more insufferable than you will be. Yes. But
so then what the fuck are you talking
but
about?
no.
He's just jealous.
I'm
It's
jealous.
just pure
That's exactly
jealousy.
it.
Yeah.
And first of all, and second of all, Jerry Reinsdorf won't sell to a Steve Cohen. He'll take a fucking $1 billion loss before he does that. He wants to protect his other buddies in ownership.
So
we're on Redline Radio right now. Sorry, Ed.
It's all right.
I just had to say that because I haven't seen Kevin in a while, and he rubbed me the wrong way the last couple of years.
Thank you for your apology.
Keep your joy to yourself, Kevin.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I told everybody. I warned everybody. I said, when I get a winner, I will be the most insufferable person of all time. I've got decades worth.
But you haven't gotten that winner yet. I mean, yeah, they're awesome and they're spending up.
But guess what? And this is not me insufferable yet, Dave. We're not even. This is the tip of the
this is
iceberg.
second place. This is second place in the division. KFC losing in a wild card round. KFC.
Right. So imagine what happens when they win a fucking World Series.
When the Mets are still the Mets.
A guarantee. It's a guarantee, Dave.
We will find out.
All right.
He makes me want to root against Clem. Can you believe that?
Steve Cohen's only
it's a conundrum.
66 years old, so you got about 20 years of him
It's a conundrum.
splashing the pot. Yeah.
All right, let's do
He's
order
the guy
here.
who lived till like 200.
Harry,
right,
Harry's got 1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it, Kevin?
2.
Yes.
You got the options here, Kevin.
This is so weird. But I'll just take number 1 too. That's fine.
All right.
I still want. I think this is a draft where slots don't really matter as much because it's going to be all over the place. But I still want the number 1 pick.
I wanted the number 1 pick in this draft.
1 through 4. Carl.
1.
No.
3.
No.
2.
No.
4.
Yes.
I'll take the 2 slot. 1 through 3, Carl.
1.
No.
Chief.
2.
Yes.
I'll take the 3.
1 or 2, Dave.
2.
No.
1.
Yes.
What's available?
4 or 5.
I'm gonna go in the 5 spot. I will take the last.
All right. I've struggled out of that slot the last couple drafts. All right. So the order is Kevin, Eddie, Chief, White Sox, Dave, Carl. Before we get going here, though, I want to talk about our friends at Miller Lite. From holiday gatherings to office parties, fireside conversations, and football Sundays, winter means more moments with the coolest people in your life. Hopefully you're sitting down enjoying this draft with a nice ice cold, great tasting, less filling Miller Lite.
Fireside.
Yeah. That's nice.
I like that.
Yeah, fireside chat with a cold one. Ed.
I like that. Make these moments even better with Miller Lite, the great tasting light beer for people who love beer. A new year is perfect for time with your friends, family, great tasting light beer. It's Miller time. We all love Miller Lite in this room. It's dependable, the flavor. It's just different. You know, they tried with their light beer where other companies didn't.
They just slapped that light
Yes, and they made
descriptor on
it
it.
watery. Miller Lite did not. They brewed it for taste. It hits different than other light beers. It's made from simple ingredients. Miller Lite is for the people who love the taste of beer. Malted barley gives it the rich, balanced toffee note flavors and the golden color you know and love.
But
what? 96 calories.
But it's only 96 calories.
Correct, Dave. Correct. You got that. Clean finish means it's always refreshing and easy to drink. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/redline to find the delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. All right, let's get the draft underway. All right, so are we clear? We're not clear, but
No, this pick right here for me will, I think, kick off whether we're clear or not.
I do want to say
we're just
I am
gonna-
in pure favor of if this becomes a trend of just drafting the hardest things possible, where every time you try to do a draft, there's so much.
Just an argument or what the rules are.
If we could just skew way towards complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. All right, Kevin. You're underway the company sounds draft.
Okay, I'm gonna go with McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Does that count?
I think it counts.
100%.
Okay, so then I think that clarifies a lot as far as where we can go with this. And
Yeah,
I think that McDonald's is, I mean, obviously just the company alone is a fucking global all-time powerhouse. And then if you hear that, you know exactly what it is. There's no fucking There is absolutely, no question about it. It's been that way forever. Shout out to Pusha T, who invented that. He wrote that.
He did.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice little fun
Or at least
fact
he
there.
claims so.
I read something that it was Timberlake was the first one to record it.
Yeah, there's something with those two guys,
Yeah.
and I think Pusha T was like, fuck that, I invented it. I think Timberlake sung the original one, but I think Pusha T says he wrote it. But there is some funny history there. I think Pusha T does get royalties for it or paid for it or something.
Damn.
The royalties for
he
that,
was
I feel like,
involved for
had
sure.
to be
But,
like
yeah, I mean that's been
trillions.
their shit for I don't even know how long now, 20 years plus.
It has
like
to be,
that.
yeah.
That's as ubiquitous as it gets with American culture. So,
And that's signs of a good pick in this draft. If it doesn't say the company's name explicitly in like a wacky, different, zany way, you know what it is as soon as you hear it, and that happens with ba da ba ba ba.
I think I only got one
That says the name explicitly?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a bunch.
I got one where it's one word and it says the name.
But see, all right, this is a good example where it's like ba da ba ba ba. I'm saying that so off tune, but like I'm loving it is not what I wanted. You see what I mean? So that's where.
Yes.
But
that's where we're
it's
going.
you're drafting the ba 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 ba.
Yes, correct.
But it's
Or the I'm loving it.
But
Yeah.
even the I'm loving it, I mean, that's kind of a package thing.
true.
Yeah.
I think that's very different than like a full ass jingle.
I
because
think
if
it's
you go down
different
the
than
jingle
even the
route-
Kit Kat one that Ed gave as an example. Like it's a fine line, but it is different.
I don't know. The Kit Kat one's like a whole song. Like,
Right.
You know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And that's
okay.
that's out of bounds. The whole song is out of bounds.
I would say it's out of bounds.
I would say so too.
All right.
So far, so good.
Good. All right. So
All right, we're making progress.
The train
Yeah.
is still on the tracks.
Yes.
Is the train still on
Well,
the
we'll
fucking
see
tracks?
until your ass picks.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So here's where I'm thinking. Here's where my brain's at for this draft.
Veto.
So like, I'm thinking products where it's almost impossible to look at this text and not say it in this voice. And I look no further than fucking Ricola.
Ricola.
Exactly.
Ricola.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
company sound.
Yeah.
The Ricola guy,
good one.
like, there's a reason why.
The yodeler.
Yes, like
Yeah.
they've built a fucking tremendous brand. That's like to me. When I think of Ricola,
Ricola.
yeah, and I think of being
Fun to
sick.
say.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like I feel like it always played during Price is Right or for some reason.
I was just gonna say that. It
Like
was
daytime
always,
TV.
Not only did it always play, but it was always one of the things I feel like that they would bid on, or not bid on, but like give me the price of a 2-pack of Ricola or whatever.
Yes.
Like, I think it must be something with old people where they use it a lot.
I
Yeah,
think
and
it's
sick
kids
kids
home
from school.
School. Kids homesick
They
from
know they're
school.
playing hooky,
Yeah.
watching Mari
Yeah.
and Price is Right.
That's some
that
good
makes a lot more
sales.
sense.
Yeah, that's some good sales marketing right there. Like we got
you know
half,
what?
your,
This is why
half
this
your
draft
audience
is
is
so
high school
wild.
kids calling off.
Sorry to interrupt. This draft is so wild because that's like a good number 2 pick, and I didn't even fucking think
Yeah.
of that one. So like there's so many out there that are good picks. I don't even know if your draft status even really matters.
No, yeah, it's a weird draft. You're right. Position doesn't matter, and I think we're still on the tracks after 2 picks.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, so Ricola. All right, I'm happy to get Ricola. Chief.
The HBO intro. So that to me
That's
is
what this
like
was born from.
yeah, was it? Yeah. So that
Yeah,
is
that
like
was when I think when we
go ahead. Well, yeah. So that to me, like you're sitting down, you hear that noise, and like
Game
like
of Thrones is
I
starting.
think Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
I think Sopranos, like you're in for like
Entourage.
a good hour. Once you hit that note, so I think that to me, I wanted that number 1 overall. That's the only one I really cared about. So thrilled to get it at
honestly
3.
that is I was thinking about going that way because that is when we were doing the first draft about sounds, kind of what you described. I was like, it's a great sound because you know what's
Yeah.
coming. It's a good hour of TV, literally what you just described. But it also, I think me and Eddie were saying like that's HBO right away. And that's
Right.
kind of where this was born from. And so and the big discussion is always what show do you think of when you hear that sound? What intro music comes next? What is it for you guys?
Well, obviously Game of Thrones. I
Yeah.
mean,
I think it's
in-depth
Thrones.
rewatch.
He's rewatching it right now. What do you think of that?
It's one of those things. I same thing with Lost, where it's like there is some fucking epic television, a lot of it too, but it just feels like a fruitless, a pointless endeavor.
I just redid
like-
Lost.
I never finished Lost. I had like 6 episodes to go, but when they finally got back and the fat dude was like, I'm part of the...
Haven't seen it.
Well, it's not going to ruin anything. He started... What did they call themselves when they got back to like civilization? Like the something 5 or something?
The Oceanic 8
6
or whatever.
Or something like
the
that.
Oceanic
Yeah.
6.
And I was like, this is fucking stupid at this point. I just stopped it. But the first few seasons were like incredible.
So good.
I think of Game of Thrones when I hear the music. What do you guys think of?
Entourage.
I go to Entourage, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Sopranos.
Yeah, I probably
Those
think
are the big
Thrones,
three.
too.
Cinemax, Showtime, Star, do other...
See, I was thinking that when I was like building the list up, and I couldn't even think of any of them, even though
There is
we've all
one I'm
watched
not
them.
going to name.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is draftable.
I think they all. I would bet you every TV channel has one. It's just whether or not they are memorable enough.
Yeah, HBO's is great. Definitely a first rounder. That's a good pick.
Thank you.
So your two are different than mine, whereas it doesn't say the name, but it's you know what the fuck it is. So we're in different ballparks, but we're in the same arena.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense, but it made sense to me. White Sox, Dave.
I mean, there's a lot that can compete for 1-1 in this draft. I'm going to go with ESPN Sports Center.
Great one.
I just hate drafting chalky shit like that, but everybody on the planet knows it. Well, I don't know if they have ESPN in
Actually, that's
Europe.
not true. I think it's actually a pretty niche one at this point. I think our generation knows it. I think there's like a pretty slim window, to be honest, where it was like when SportsCenter was great before like it became whatever the fuck it is now, and before people just went to social media to get their highlights. But there's that era of like basically the 90s,
Yeah.
where we would all know it, and the commercials, we would all know it. But I bet you if you went up to a young kid right now and went da 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 da, they'd have no idea.
Yeah, probably like 92 to 2008, 9, something like that was like the golden era.
Do you think it even goes that far? I don't even know
I
if
was
it goes
trying
that
to
deep
time
into
it up
2000s,
with
to be
when
honest.
highlights were like when you could play video on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Yeah.
once that came online, which I feel like was 2011.
You just stop watching SportsCenter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because you could be at like a youth baseball game and say that when there was a good play, and people would kind of know
Know
what
what
you're,
you're talking about.
Da-da-da.
what you're referencing. Did they have a lot of sounds though? Or I mean, that's like the main
That's
one.
the
of course.
SportsCenter one.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the Sports Center one for
Yeah.
sure. But like they have the injury jingle. They have a bunch of shit. So
Yeah, well, I said one to you yesterday that you said was not draftable.
Well, if it's
What
not
was that?
draftable, what was it?
I was like the pick is in the NFL draft.
I was just thinking that.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
Ed said that didn't fit his criteria for this draft.
Well, I mean, I think
See, that's where we're gonna go off the
Yeah,
tracks.
but no, now that's just like
I think-
a fucking
I think
sports
that
sound or a
sound
famous
represents
sound.
the NFL draft.
That I
And the
think
NFL
so
draft
too.
is like an institution.
That's
it's
what
a
I was
brand.
thinking.
I mean, I guess. Well, once we established here that we're opening it up with Dave's, everyone agreed with it. It kind of changed.
Your comment.
What?
You said brands, not specific.
Well, that's what I'm
companies.
saying. Well, once we opened it today, yesterday, my head was in a different spot. Mm-hmm. So
Like, is Ricola just Ricola? Or are they owned by like Mars?
They're probably
Candy or
owned by like Unilever or something,
something,
like that.
yeah.
Procter & Gamble.
Nestle,
Yeah.
Carl.
I think I'm just gonna go. When you said this, like the first thing that came to my mind, there's no way Kevin's gonna know this, or people outside Chicago are gonna know this, right? But I'm taking Luna Carpet. So
I mean,
You got to give it to us.
does that count? 773.
What is it?
yeah. I mean, there's.
But like that to me is
Dun, 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 dun.
Luna.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But I feel like
but is
isn't
this
that
more
more of a
like,
jingle than a sound? I feel like that's a jingle.
Can I say something that's gonna?
there's a couple really
Piss
heavy.
people
You know,
off.
there's a lot of.
Do you remember Dr. Seuss books and like comic books when you learned in like third grade about onomatopoeia?
Yeah.
Keep going.
I think that's what we're gunning for with this, like a sharp and direct sound,
No.
not like a full-on whatever that is jingle. Like, I don't know.
No, that's not an onomatopoeia. But
That's okay.
I do think like that. is it a song for and it has like a number at the end? Is that what you were singing? Like a local?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's a
direct
carpet
response?
company.
Yeah. Like we have Celino and Barnes, injury attorneys.
Yeah,
188,
that's what it is. It's the
88.
same thing. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
So do we want to stay away from that? Is that what
I
you,
think that's a jingle.
I think it's a jingle.
Yeah, I would agree that's a jingle too.
Oh my God.
Probably a jingle. Probably a jingle.
So we have
Love Luna. Nothing against Luna.
Oh yeah, dude.
Great-
Yeah, 'cause
great
I was
jingle.
sitting here,
Great
honestly, I
jingle.
was sitting here. I wanted to get Luna in the 5 spot, and then I was going to do a whole bit about the triple nut, and then I was going to go double carpet Empire Luna.
Yeah.
5 6. That's all I wanted.
It's a shame.
I think Empire is probably
2300
Empire today.
That's Empire's a big one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely not going to do good in this draft based on the picks in front of me and where my head's at for this. So
I think Empire would qualify.
I think so
Jesus,
too.
guys.
Because that's not like a song. It's just
It is a song.
Empire.
He
and you
recorded
know
it with his
exactly what it is.
acapella.
Yeah, if you were just doing the Empire part.
Yeah.
Empire.
Yeah, I think Empire would qualify.
Yeah. Do you want Empire?
Can't have Luna, but you could have Empire.
No, I'm not. I can't have Empire without Luna. That doesn't. That's not how the draft strategy works.
Dude, it's not Undertaker and Kane. Like,
All right, I'll take one that should absolutely work here.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take Sega.
Sega works.
That's the one I had. That
Sega.
I thought that was the best out of.
That was on my
video
list.
Yeah.
they had a few different ones too.
They did?
They keep
Yeah,
talking
they had
about
Sega.
it.
I remember the one.
Sega.
Yeah, the Sega. That
Yeah.
to me, when I think of Sega jingle,
That's
or
what I was
sound,
thinking of,
that's
yeah.
what I think of, not the Sega.
But they did. That was the early Sega. The Sega.
Yeah, I
from
feel
like
like that's-
Lion King. I
Yeah.
remember.
Like,
yeah.
And, well, then what Segas were
later
after
on-
that? You talking like fucking
Late-
Dreamcast or something?
Later on, it turned because I was a Sega kid growing up.
Well,
I was the
yeah,
pariah.
so was I. You were the pariah? I feel like
I mean-
most kids I knew had Sega. But anyways.
Everyone had Nintendo other than me. I was a Sega guy, but then whenever it turned to Sega.
All right, well, Carl gets Sega.
Sega. Yeah, that was high on my list.
It was?
Yeah, so I was going to probably take that around the next pick. So I like that pick a lot, to say the least. Good pick. You don't seem like you like it, though.
Well, no, I'm like really racking my brain to get good to bounce back here a little bit. Because the 5-6 spot has some pressure if you don't have 2 fucking solid picks you want to bring up and talk about. So I was
Yeah.
hoping there was be some more banner there.
Certainly does. Certainly does.
Oh, you know what? How about this one? I will take. I'm gonna take the Lion's Roar for MGM Studio.
I thought that one was probably gonna get taken
there's a
first.
couple of heavy hitters in the film industry.
There is.
But I think the Lion's Roar is the tightest, shortest, and instantly you're like, oh, we got a fucking movie coming, boys.
Yeah, definitely. That's like I think that would span across every single generation. Because I mean, isn't that the start of like fucking The Wizard of Oz, and that was made in like
Yep.
the 30s or whatever?
I feel like Little League and coach is like, hey, Carl, we need you to get a hit. I just got a base hit. Feels good. It does feel good, guys.
I thought that was for sure going to be the number 1 pick, and I skipped it because nobody took it. And I was
My
like,
only
all right,
problem
well,
with
it's a good
that is
pick.
like, do you know it's an opening credits, but do you instantly identify MGM?
yes,
That's my problem.
100%.
I don't know, man. Well, I think it plays into other picks, so I'll say it then. But I don't know if it's as direct. I don't know if you directly go to MGM right away.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. You do?
I think that's a sign
Yeah.
of MGM's
the MGM line.
how diverse their profile is and how like broad the company is. Like I bet there's people listening that don't pair the Lion credits directly with MGM because it's like Metro Goldwyn, whatever. No? Does
Maybe,
everybody
yeah.
know it's MGM?
I
Yeah.
knew
Like those are the
that,
people that
yes.
own the casinos.
Like,
it's
it's
MGM.
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously I know MGM Grand, but whatever. But if you close your eyes,
Would
and
you
I
be
was
like, that's MGM, or is that just a Lion?
No, I would close my.
If someone
3
just
in a
ran
row.
up on you and pressed play and you just heard, you might just be like, that's a lion growling.
yes,
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
like if you hear ba da ba ba ba, I'm loving it. Like it's McDonald's. I think there would be some people. There would be some people who go like, oh, that's like the MGM line. I think there might be other people who just go like, that's just a sound clip of a lion growling.
Did you just get picked off at first base?
No, I think I'm still there. I'm just
Okay.
not.
I thought that was
It's a
the
good pick. I just
most.
don't think it's as rock solid as some others.
Good point.
I was expecting a bigger high five from Coach when I got back in the dugout, but
No, it's a good point.
hey, just remember that when your kid's out taking BP, KFC.
So you know every opening credit and what distributor they belong to, what film studio?
I mean, that one's easy.
Okay, but I'm just asking.
And I think this one's easy too. I'm going with 20th Century Fox.
Okay.
The
They
snare
changed it,
drum.
though. I thought they changed it, right?
Did they? I mean, I'm talking the dun 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 dun.
Isn't that a song? That's a song. That's a song, guys. It's a fucking orchestra. We got a conductor. We got sheet music. I got an oboe in the background. That's a fucking
noise.
song, pal.
That's a song. Veto.
Veto.
Fuck that! This is the dumbest fucking veto I've ever
All
heard.
right, but
song.
I don't think that this to me is in the same category as McDonald's.
Yeah, they have words in that. At
It's a
least.
sample.
What about if you just drafted the brumpa, brumpa? Yeah, listen, I'm with you that this should be allowed, but even like that first little bit, I think would be a pick.
I think
I'm fucking
Eddie's
around.
just
I'm
throwing a
fucking
wrench
around.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw a wrench in it. 20th Century Fox.
What, did you see
I
that?
was gonna
Did you
say.
see this going a certain path? That
Yeah, I did. I didn't want to do that. And
I think
especially
those
like, I don't know.
Three TV
Too strong
network
of a reaction
intros
for
are
me.
pretty.
The last thing I want is to be at fucking home plate with getting dip spit at me by fucking Lou Pinello right now.
I
Like,
would
that's-
have been.
That's just not what I'm feeling.
I saw red. I was.
I know.
I was coming down that third base line like I was Pete Rose in that All-Star
I'd like to
game.
keep my veto on record. Can we get an icon on the YouTube page when like a pick is drafted? There's a single veto.
A single veto. Did you veto?
Yeah, it's a song. They had to record that. They had to like bring in a bunch of musicians and
We just talked about how who was
Pusha
it?
T
Just
did
Pusha T and
McDonald's.
Timberlake did McDonald's.
okay, but Luna fucking Carpet can't throw their number at the end. That's the full jingle.
I don't think words like I don't know.
It's just 773-202 Luna.
Jingle.
That's a full song. You got you have a fucking drum line, a bass drum,
Argue
a guy
with
who
Dave.
studied at the Philadelphia Philharmonic School of Orchestra his entire life.
I'm not talking about even. I mean,
a Russian guy who shouldn't even be here playing an instrument I can't pronounce.
I'm talking about like
Xylophone.
the first few seconds of the intro. You know you're getting a 20th Century Fox.
It was on my list, but I think Carl's making a good argument here.
I can't curl my tongue.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Listen, at least we're through 7 picks and we at least know everybody's. Because once we get to that pick where everyone's like, I don't know what that one is, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble.
Big trouble.
A lot of these, maybe like our 5th round picks, but a lot of these you should know. A lot of these are going to be like very, I think, memorable. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're just
yeah,
not allowed.
you can't do
yeah.
shit now. It's
Yeah.
brutal.
You can't. We're just not allowed to play shit. So that's why we don't do a lot of music drafts. It's just not feasible. So there's your answer for if you submitted music drafts. Chief,
EA Sports. It's in the game.
great pick.
So that to me is like those are the ones that I wanted. Those are my top 2, and I feel like this is more in line with yours, Ed. The Ricola, where they just kind of say it, but like it's in that specific tone. It's like that. It sounds almost like a digital, like an AI bot says it at the beginning of your video
No,
game.
it's a
So
guy, actually.
I'm sure it is, but in my brain,
Yeah, there was a clip that went. I'm
of the
assuming
guy doing it.
Yeah, the guy
guy.
some rando just ran into the guy and had him do it. It's like you can look it up on YouTube. It's like a 5-second video. He's like, EA Sports. It's in the game. And he
Yeah.
gets
Not even
all-
a super famous voice actor. It's a guy you wouldn't recognize.
No, it's just some guy that says EA Sports in the game.
EA
in a
Sports.
Sweet-ass
Great
tone.
pick. This is the first one where I was like, damn, I wish I had that. And Sega was good too.
So, I was trying to think of one for Madden, and I couldn't think of what it was.
That's what it is.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
That's the
It
brand
faded away. But
association,
now that
I
you
think.
say it, it's like, oh, that just triggered. I'm 12. I'm playing N64. It's good.
I feel like KFC, this one hits you, EA Sports.
Oh yeah, big
Yeah.
time. When that video went viral of the guy saying it, like that, you ever seen the like a kid made a video with an older guy who is the voice of it, and he's like,
Yeah.
do the thing, and you see him say it. It's like your brain like short.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Sorry,
it.
I don't listen when you
Look it
talk.
up. It's-
But, I mean, that is an all-time. That's embedded in from my
Thanks,
age.
Kevin.
They still do it. Like they still. I mean, Madden's still out there, but FIFA, all that shit, right?
Yeah,
So
I have FIFA, but I'm trying to remember if they do it off the top, and I'm not sure if they do or not.
If they abandon that is a bad idea.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so EA Sports, I feel like I'm feeling pretty good.
Chief,
so
I was
far.
gonna say, dude, if you don't just do anything stupid, you gotta feel pretty good
yeah,
right
I'm
now.
probably gonna do something. I'm looking at my list, and I got a few
All right.
on there that'll sink.
I'm
it, don't you
gonna
worry.
go stupid.
All right,
My next two picks.
all right, I'm up. I feel great about my next one. I'm fucking, you wake up, you need, maybe you need something. You need some car work. You need some new windshield wipers. There's about 4 stores you can go to, but there's only one jingle, and it's O'Reilly's.
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly's.
Auto Parts.
That's the same thing as
I think that's the Luna commercial.
Yeah,
No, what do you mean?
That's a jingle, man.
it's a jingle.
No.
Vito, I'm not even discussing
How
this
is that?
further.
That's
We've already discussed it with
But
Luna.
that's a song. How is that? That's a phone number
That's
in
a
it.
jingle.
If we allow this pick, I'm gonna get up and go get lunch.
No, come on, that's different.
I veto.
Vito.
Kevin, is that different?
No, listen. No. If ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it counts, then O'Reilly's Auto Parts should count as well.
But they say it like continuously. It's not just like segregated to a couple
See,
of
I
seconds.
thought Luna was disqualified because there was a phone number in it.
Can somebody sing the Luna song for me? Like the whole
Seven,
album?
seven,
It's not the song. I'm just trying to take the
202.
number.
Do. Luna.
That's it. That's all it is, dude.
That's all it is.
We vetoed that. Everybody
I think
fucking
Luna
spike
counts
that.
more than O'Reilly's.
Well, suck my fucking dick that picks over, dude.
You don't think O'Reilly's
I'm backing
counts?
you up. If
Oh,
Luna
thanks,
doesn't,
pal.
no fucking way.
I'm coming to your rescue.
does O'Reilly's
I'm
not
already
count?
dead.
We just
Because
explained it.
Luna doesn't count.
You can't if you want.
No, you know what? Call it the Luna draft. I'll leave O'Reilly's in there, but you better fucking show some respect to Luna.
I'm honestly, my point was that O'Reilly's is just a name. O'Reilly Auto Point, like that's my point.
Luna,
But there's a phone number in Luna's jingle. That's
who
what I'm saying.
cares?
But it's more than just the name.
The phone number to me is the same thing as saying Auto Parts.
But I qualified beforehand, like if it's
Doesn't
just
matter.
the
I
name.
could use a free estimate too.
Well, that's my point. Like if you're talking company sounds, O'Reilly does it fucking phenomenal.
I'll say this though. Either way, I think both you guys are, especially. I know Luna's probably more of a Chicago thing, but like, we're going pretty niche here. Well, there are still some giants out there.
Yeah.
O'Reilly's got 4,000 shops nationwide.
What do you work for O'Reilly's? What
No.
is this? Did your breakdowns today?
Personally, I would go to
They're
Chevy
big
Drive
retailer.
Chicago. I would go to Chevy Drive Chicago for any of my car needs. That's where I would go.
Listen, I know the jingle. I know this, whatever we're calling it, the sound. I don't even think I've seen an O'Reilly's. I don't know.
I think
you go up to a random chick and she's not gonna know the O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
Yeah, I
jingle.
disagree.
I never heard about O'Reilly's until Bob Knight went to Texas Tech, and then he was doing all the ads and had like the logo on his sweater.
All right, if it's vetoed, to me,
No, I'm not saying it's vetoed. I'm saying it's a.
I veto.
It's a
Double veto.
a narrow. Okay.
It's good customer service.
they're both
That's how they
vetoing.
win.
That's bullshit. I vetoed Luna because it had more than just a
I'm
name.
not
It had a
vetoing.
phone number.
Blow me.
Soda.
No, it does not. It says
O'Reilly. You're
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. It's literally the name. It's literally the name, David.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's
I
not.
should have
You
vetoed.
said you said
Oh,
sounds.
try to take some. I'm vetoing the fuck out of you next time. I
You won't be able
I
to.
regret
You
taking
literally,
that.
you
We had a
literally.
veto and you
I
just
know. I
walked
regret,
away.
man.
And that's why I
be
said
able to-
put
Now
your
I
fucking-
wish I
the
fucking-
fact that you backed
Now
out
I
just because
wish I
White
was
Sox Dave
taking-
was running his fucking mouth.
You
No.
will not be able to
I
veto
wish
my
I was
next
fucking
pick.
nose to nose with your fucking dip breath right now. You piece of
I'm
shit.
right here.
Fine.
Fucking Chief
fine.
vetoed it too.
You piece of shit. Fine. Give me fucking Brazzers, dude. Fine.
Let's go, Brazzers.
Give me Brazzers. Give me. All right. How about that? Everyone fucking knows that one. All right. Is that vetoable, Dave? Dave's just saying, I don't even know Brazzers. I don't watch porn.
I know it, Ed.
Perfectly good pick.
I know.
A billion times better than O'Reilly's.
Within the spirit of the draft, too, I'd say. Great
Yeah,
pick.
Great
Fuck
pick,
you.
Ed.
No, I'm happy to have Brazzers. Now I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm emotional response to The veto to O'Reilly. I'm not giving Brazzers.
He
Also,
vetoed
hey, I
too.
want to congratulate you. I know they sent you a plaque for your 10-year subscription review.
No, dude, that was
renewal.
fucked up. When you, no, I'm not even gonna say it.
No, you have to say it. Now you did that the other
Say
day.
it, say it.
No,
No,
you
you say
tweeted
it.
that I had passwords one time, and I like got DMs for like
He
fucking.
tweeted out Eddie has free Brazzers fucking
And I-
logins.
He
Why
did
would you
that.
need a login for Brazzers anyways?
Well, I mean, dude,
That's a
sometimes
paid
you
one.
don't want. I mean, you
It's a
can
good
find
bit,
the full
man.
videos and stuff. You just, it's nice to have the whole catalog there. It's the search, the customer service.
Yeah. So
What kind of customer service do you think they provide?
Well, just renewal alerts, newsletters.
Can you imagine getting a push notification about a browser's drop?
because I think they did. Someone did give me like a month free or something, but and then
How much use did you get out of that?
I don't even know. But
Some.
But Carl's like, yeah,
More
he's
than
got them
zero.
all. Everyone go hit him up. And dude, people were like, yo, where they at? Where they? It was a fucking avalanche, bro.
Guys are so horny.
Yeah, people were really looking for those passwords. So yeah, Brazzers.
Do you have a favorite within Brazzers? Like MILFs like it big.
I don't even know much of their catalog, to be honest with you.
All right. That's
But I know, like, you know the branding. Do you know the brand?
Yep.
Like, you know the.
That black logo.
Yeah, you know it.
Yep.
You know it. Kevin, you're up.
I have two.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this one made it as far. I'm going with the Netflix badum noise.
Yep.
The end pops up. The badum. And for my number 2 pick, part of me is thinking about whether I want to win or whether I want the discussion to happen.
Discussion.
Yeah, let's go with the discussion because, and I also think this is a good pick. I think Eddie went the wrong direction on porn. I think the Pornhub drums at the very beginning is the more recognizable porn sound.
You think so?
I think so too.
I got a request. Can we do a quick phone a friend?
For what purpose?
I want to get a Bella Dangers. What's more recognizable, the Brazzers or Pornhub? Weren't you just with her 2 minutes ago?
He's called one of the most famous porn stars in the world.
Exactly. He was just with her. Wasn't she in the office today?
Yeah, no. That was like last week. But
Okay,
also, I don't
well.
do your bidding. I'm not just gonna call random people and bother them, Dave.
Pussy.
Get lost. No,
You pussy.
I like how it was.
Do it, pussy.
Dave's like, I
Pornhub-
want to do a phone a friend. Kevin, call your friend.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I was like, go ahead,
fucking-
call
she's
somebody.
your
I don't know what we're
friend.
doing here.
But I do think that
I-
this is more recognizable than browsers.
It turned into like a porn, a TikTok
Yes.
sound. The Tesla, there was the one where the Tesla horn was the drum noise. It's like a viral thing where you or like there was college videos in college where people play it out loud in their fucking class. I think the Pornhub drums are the more recognizable than the Brazzers. Well, I'll be honest, when you said Brazzers, I didn't even really know what it was.
Really?
I think of the Pornhub noise
I think
way more. Because also Pornhub is like everything. Brazzers is like the one company, but you go on
Yeah, that's
Pornhub
true.
and you get that. I
Yeah.
can't even do it. It's a very unique sound.
But like that,
I
and it
think
was like
that's
the intro to like a rap song for that TikTok thing. Like the bit
Yes.
was you would play it out loud, and then like everybody would like, because everybody knew it instantly and started to panic because they thought it was like from their own phone, and so everybody's head would turn because everybody knew what it was,
never seen
and
this.
then it would turn into like this
then the
rap
song
song.
just went.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so it
and
was
they'd
like,
be like, what's the problem?
And yeah, exactly. So the people's like heart would then be like, oh, nothing. So it was a great, it was a great trend, and it's a great pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Because now that you said, good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix too. I feel like we didn't. Netflix is.
I mean, dude, I'm also, if you really want to talk about like winning this draft, I think it's about getting like the most people. And right now, there's not a person alive not watching Netflix that maybe they don't even realize it. But if you were to play that, everybody would know that's Netflix.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure. I was gonna fucking take. I should take that before Brazzers.
Should have.
Poached.
Yeah.
He's on tilt right now because he tried to draft a fucking.
I could not
Auto
believe it got
parts.
all the way back to me.
Yeah.
I think that's a big one.
Netflix. Yeah. All right, before I make this pick, I do want to talk about ChevyDriveChicago.com. Your local Chevy dealers want to wish you a happy new year. And there's no better way to kick off 2023 than with a brand new Chevy to drive around in. ChevyDriveChicago.com can help you pick out your new ride and find a dealer near you to order from. And don't forget to mark your calendars because the 2023 Chicago Auto Show is around the corner in February at McCormick Place. All of your favorite Chevys will be there. When it comes to Chicago events, especially winter events, the auto show
makes headlines. It makes waves. Yep.
Cream of the crop for sure. We always talk about how, like, you know, you get at the end of the year every year, of course, you got your Christmas, you got your New Year's, but it's nice that Chevy always is there for you with this auto show. And, you know, you could always expect that. So head over to McCormick Place. Just search Chicago Auto Show to learn more. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com. You could look at that new fleet. Grab a Tahoe, grab a Silverado, Colorado, a Blazer, a Malibu, whatever you want. Mm-hmm. They're there for you.
Yep.
ChevyDriveChicago.com. We love it. All right. My third round pick. I'm just going to go with Apple. Everyone knows that sound when you boot up your computer. The dung.
Hate it.
Oh.
Everyone knows it though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
everybody knows
when you
it.
open up the sound. It's very notable.
I don't know why. You said you hate it, and this just reminded me of it. But when you delete your garbage can or whatever, your trash bin I love that sound. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know why. I just love that sound.
It's like,
That is a good one.
the solitaire thing too, or
Like,
the
it's like card shuffling.
Yeah.
Why do you hate it?
You know, it's just
I don't know.
this is not that good. Like I had to think.
You know what? It's one of those things. I actually can't like hear it in my head, but if I were to hear it, I know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I am too.
But like off the top of my head, I'm like, oh, it's kind of that like zoom noise, but really, what is it? But I would know it for sure.
It is. I don't know. To me, it always is kind of not satisfying. Is not the right word, but I don't know. Apple is. It is so smooth. Like I think there's something like they put like a fucking crazy amount of money in like their packaging and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And there's something about just opening up that sleek fucking box and you pull off that thing and then you hear that first dung, like getting a new MacBook or whatever. I don't know. There's something about it that is unique, and so whatever. Apple's my pick. Chief, you're up.
No, that's the THX sound. So you sit down at the movie theater and like you know it's similar to the HBO
lights
intro.
go out.
The lights go out.
Yeah.
They play that, and you're like, all right, the movie's starting.
Yeah.
And so that's THX. It's George Lucas's company. So there are kind of two in that category to like the movie theater experience category to choose from. This one to me, I feel like it's like a cleaner sound. I enjoy the sound more.
I do like that.
Like the slow build. Yeah, you're waiting for the lights to drop.
They like sync it up perfectly.
Yeah. I love that sound.
I do like that sound.
THX. And Ed, if you're looking for me to do like a stupid one that people won't know necessarily when they look at it on a graphic, there you go. But that is
What is it? What did you say it is?
It's THX. It's like that. You're at the movie theater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You didn't recognize it, huh?
I recognize the sound, but if not the.
I feel like you need the full like surround sound.
Well, I think Kendrick will be able to make the graphic with like audio and everything. So.
Oh, really?
He's made them before, so hopefully that'll help.
Yeah. But the THX movie theater sound.
Any thoughts? It's a good sound. I mean, it's like you know.
It was definitely on my list.
You know what activity you're about to do, but
Yeah.
as far as like, oh, that's the sound company from George Lucas.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that.
I know you're about to watch a movie, but
Yeah.
it's a good pick. It's great sound. Like that sound. You know, date night, high school, holding a hand. Here comes a fucking THX. I know what you did last summer, 3 premiere.
White Sox, Dave.
Now, Ed said that he was going to veto my next pick regardless, whatever blabble.
No, I'm not going to. But
I
if
would
it's
love to
vetoable.
see. I would love to hear you bitch about this one. So I'm going with the lightsaber in Star Wars. Anytime you hear that noise, you immediately think Star Wars, and it's not. I'm sure it is a company technically, but it's a brand. And Ed used the word brand.
I don't know if you can. I don't know, man. I think Ed could veto this one. In
Yeah.
fact, I might too.
And it's like taking like the sound of a bat from Major League Baseball.
That's better for the last draft, to be honest.
It's too general.
Yeah.
of a
I'm
sound.
going to reread it just for the people. And I want you to combat this. Doesn't necessarily have to say its name, but if there is a sound or something that's synonymous with the brand, that was the exact.
Yeah, but look at
Guideline we were given.
look at all the other text. Company jingles, working on specification, clarify, company sounds, company audio.
You're being purposely obtuse here, Dave.
He
you know
is.
what you're doing.
This is
Oh,
all.
I
him.
told him I was going to do that.
We were in a court of
I'm
law.
using
I
his
get
words
it.
against him. And Star Wars is one of the
yes,
biggest
but you're not-
brands in the history of brands.
Veto.
The spirit of the wording there, the
Yeah.
essence of the wording there.
I'm
You're
using
being
his
brand,
words against him. That's the point
I know,
of this.
but you are applying the definition of that word intentionally too broadly.
I actually did have it on my list prior to.
That doesn't matter.
That it does matter because it's a sound associated with the brand. You
Yeah,
hear the
but it's
lightsaber
like-
being unsheathed
But
or whatever.
you could say that about like anything in a movie. Then you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like there's sounds
But this
in
is
movies.
this
that,
is like the example, not a example. I've only seen one Star Wars movie, and it was like 20 years ago in theaters with the pod racers. I don't even remember the plot. I've never seen Star Wars aside from that. I don't remember anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I know when I hear that noise, I think Star Wars. And that's
I
the
will
exact
say that
stipulation that
there
Ed
is-
gave.
It's vetoed, Dave.
I vetoed
You
it.
just
This
find,
is-
you're just trying to find loopholes. Find a
This is
new
not a
one.
loophole. That's what you said. Where's the loophole?
Just find a new one.
Where's
What's
the loophole?
next on your
So
list?
I am 50-50 in the sense that there is not another sound. I'm trying to think of another sound that will make you know a movie as quickly as that.
I mean, yeah, it's
But
You're right.
I still understand it not falling under the.
We were
I
talking.
want to
Bro,
clarify
here, but
that
it
when you
is-
Google this, it's not what shows, but that's not what we're doing. Think more company sounds when it's set in a different pitch.
But we're talking about the definition that if you like, we're working off a lift that is a Sonic logo. I don't think that is the same as da 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 or Ricola or Sports Center or any of the other ones. I think it's just like a sound effect. I don't
if
think
there's
it's
a
Sonic
sound or
logo.
something that's synonymous with a brand, Eddie said it.
I
So-
mean, but like I could say. So then, what can I take the X-wing? Pew pew, like those, like the ray guns.
Yeah. What
yeah.
could I take? Could I take Adrian and say Rocky? That's a brand. People know what I'm.
Yeah.
What movies?
I don't
thinking
know
of when I
that
say
as
that.
many people would know that as they do this.
I-
Like I said, this is the sound from
Right,
the
but I'm
movie
saying,
brand.
yes, putting aside who knows more, would you say that like Rocky yelling Adrian is a sound or a fucking brand?
That's why
logo
I left.
sound?
I left all words, and I brought up onomatopoeia, obviously.
Anyway, yeah, that's you don't know the definition of that. Also,
Yes, I do. It's like
veto-
pow,
veto-
bang. It's like noises.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
that
words.
had nothing to do with that. But that, yes, that's what an onomatopoeia is. But that doesn't apply to this draft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it can for
well,
some.
I did veto. Did somebody else veto, or are we letting Dave have this one?
No,
It's on Ed.
Yeah, I'm definitely vetoing that.
Okay.
I mean,
Say that from
I'm
the beginning.
reading the rules that Commissioner Ed, but
Carl's
that's
like,
fine.
oh no, this is fucking done, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
that,
You guys been
it's,
talking
that's-
about this like this is an.
I'll let the people decide. We can put it to another poll.
That's not how we do this.
I don't think you'll enjoy the feedback you get from that
Yeah,
poll.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be wrong.
But I'm right and they're wrong.
I think you're just adding
All right.
more people to argue with. The more people you talk to this about, the more wrong you'll
This
find
is
out.
where it's just like
no,
I
it would
read
be a great
text
pick
message.
in a different draft.
I read the text
and-
message. A sound associated with a brand.
But if you're looking at this board, it would be like which one?
what does
which,
the list have to do with anything?
Which one of these doesn't belong? Everybody would pick that out because it's not in the spirit of the draft.
It's
We're
against the
doing
rules.
Sonic logos.
It's against the rules to go against the spirit of the draft.
just
Typically, that's where
It's-
vetoes come in.
All
Anyways,
right, I'm gonna go with the Intel processor.
there you go.
Is that better for you guys?
Way better. It's a good one.
It's a noise associated with the
Yep,
brand.
love it.
Just like
What
the
is it?
lightsaber
What is
is
it?
associated with Star Wars. It's
I think that's a good one.
dun 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 dun.
But yeah, I think that if you heard that, I think there'd be a lot of people who would go like, I know what that is, but I don't know if they would say Intel processor.
Because Chief played it for me as an example, and I was like, yeah, I know what that is, and I was like, wait, I was wrong. I thought it was Microsoft.
It's got the THX effect.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But-
wait, aren't you arguing against yourself?
Yeah.
I don't
But I'm
think,
just trying to
but
move
it
along at
is
this
one of
point.
those ones where it's like, even if that's your reaction, Kevin, like
Everybody's
you
heard
do
it.
know it. Like
Yeah.
you're just like, I've heard that
Yeah.
probably 10,000 times, but you might not, because it's such a weird product because you don't like you use it without knowing kind of thing. I don't even know
'cause
why
was
they
that
do
like
advertise.
the Dell commercials that used it or something?
I think a lot
that's-
of companies
yeah.
do. Yeah.
Because it's a processor for multiple.
Yeah.
However you want to put it.
And it's all those people in like the spacesuits walking around the lab.
All right, good one.
Intel processor off the board. Carl, you're back.
I'm gonna take the Dun Dun from Law and Order. Dun Dun. Love the Dun Dun, and it's been repurposed perfectly in other uses, but just very simple, sweet, and powerful. Dun Dun.
Yep. That plays.
I've never seen an episode of that show, and I know exactly what it is, so it's got to be a.
Yeah.
Like
Layup.
they'll play it after they talk to the one witness, and then they have to go talk to another witness, and they just say Dun Dun. They black the screen out, and they show you the address and the time. It's
Was it Ice Cube in that show?
flawless. One of the iterations of it, but across all iterations, they always use the Dun Dun.
It's a good pick. Great theme song, too. I know we're not a
Ice T,
theme
not
song.
Ice Cube.
Yeah. But that
It was Ice T.
shout out Mr.
Ice-T.
Portnoy.
Why Mr. Porno?
That was his Barstool Radio intro.
Oh, was it?
Right.
Doon,
Yeah.
doon, doon, doon,
Dun,
doon.
dun, 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 dun,
It's great. Yeah, the opening.
Oh yeah, yeah. I even know that, and I've never seen it.
Doon, 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 doon.
A great song.
Yeah, it is. All right, Carl, you're up again.
I'm gonna take the emergency alert system sound, like when the weather like,
Yeah.
you know, it just like pops up. You're like, holy fuck, what's going on? And then they'll like flash the thing, whatever. It could be snow, could be rain, could be something in Florida. But you hear that sound, you know there's like an emergency alert, all fucking hands on deck. Like you'd be making
Have you
dinner,
ever
that thing pops
got
over.
it in a group of people when everybody's phone goes off at once? It's fucking everybody like it gets all startled.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's a different one.
That's the different alert.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
the alert that makes you crash your car.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't really. That's
No,
a tough alert. That's
you're-
they alert everybody for that.
Yours
That's-
is like to get to
Yeah.
your basement
You're
immediately.
You're thinking
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
emergency broadcast system
Yes.
is what you're thinking,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, emergency, because they have. It sounds like you know, there's like
Tornado warning.
Yeah, there's like a Morse code element to the beginning of it. It's like.
Yep.
Oh, now okay, yeah, now
emergency alert system.
Yes, yes, yes.
And
yes,
it's like
yes.
an
Your
actual.
TV turns blue.
It's like an
Yeah.
actual federally funded agency, I
Yeah.
believe.
It's the worst when you get in the middle of like a crucial moment in like a sports game and it takes 10 minutes. It's like, get this fucking thing off. I don't care that my
Hey,
house is about to
starts
get torn
with,
apart by a tornado.
Or when they do it, and it's like,
That
dude,
one
that's
guy
6
goes,
counties over.
This is a test, right?
Yeah.
That
Yo,
guy
It's
that
like
goes
the
in,
one too,
first
yeah.
Tuesday of every month or something like that. Yeah.
So maybe not an advertising jingle, marketing, etc., but it's there to get your attention. You hear it, instantly connect. Whatever. Shitty pick, not a shitty pick, but I like it.
It's notable.
Oh, thanks.
I like that pick.
It's notable. All right, Dave, you're up again.
I'm going to go the 60 minutes clock.
It was on my list. I only know it from like the commercials that are cut in during CBS.
Yeah, when you're watching
NFL.
football.
Yeah.
I think the only problem you run into is the same thing with the MGM Lion. No context. If someone played that, there's a chance I might think of 60 minutes. I might also just be like, that's a ticking clock.
I think I'm more inclined to know what that is than MGM.
I would
Yeah.
say MGM.
But either way,
will
you
for
know what I
me.
mean? Those are,
Yeah,
those are
no,
also
it's a
just
fair
generic
point.
sounds
Yeah.
that could be heard in life. You
Yeah.
know?
I think that 60 minutes clock runs a little fast. I've been doing it in my head over here.
I think it's
Like
like
I
a
think
half
that's
second or
yeah,
something.
no, I think it's like
Faster
100.
than a
I think it's
second?
100 beats per minute or something. I think they're fucking with us.
It's too quick.
All right. I like that pick.
That is good. That's a very good pick, Dave.
Quick kiss
Chief,
my ass, Ed.
You're up. I'm not. I'll tell you when you're an idiot. I'll tell you when you're right. And you were right there. That was a good pick. And you were an idiot before.
No, I wasn't.
Chief.
You laid the groundwork. and followed it.
Tums. The Tums. I feel like that is similar to your Ricola one. Probably one of the most used products, at least in this office. So I'm taking the Tums theme.
I mean, the guy who founded Luna, rest in peace, is rolling over in his fucking grave.
Because what's different
What is
about
going
that?
on here?
I mean, what's different about that?
Tile and flooring, carpeting, no, but
I think if you pulled 100 Chicagoland natives.
O'Reilly had too many O's, and this got too many. Like he gets Tums.
You
he
can
just says,
veto it if you want.
No,
You
hold
can
on.
veto it if you want.
If
I mean, what the fuck, bro? Like, what's the difference between O'Reilly's and Tums?
Then Ricola can't count either.
I know.
You're just saying the same word
I
over
literally
and over.
said before the draft.
Oh,
I said it. If it says
Ed,
just
your
the name.
word doesn't matter in what you
Yeah,
said.
no, I think Tums is fine, dude. You're
think-
opening up a can of worms if you block Tums. I think.
Yeah, I mean, if Ricola plays, then Tums plays.
Ricola is one word.
So
and
is
it's just,
Tums. It's just they say it more than once.
I'm
O'Reilly
not
Auto
saying- I'm
Parts
not
is
saying-
like 4 words.
I
on
think
the-
Tums should count, but I'm saying O'Reilly should have counted
Nah.
too.
Tums and Ricola fit. The other ones don't.
This is a Montreal screw job. My whole list is all this
here's
shit.
the problem, Eddie. The problem is I just don't think O'Reilly's is as good of a pick as you're making it out to be.
Oh, bro.
You're acting like we
Dude.
vetoed the McDonald's thing, and it's like,
Hold on, let me see. Let me see how many franchises here.
there's 4,000
doesn't matter.
across the country, man. What do you-
There could be one. That could be
I
a
pulled up
billion.
the Tums jingle, if you want, whatever you're saying it is. It's 4 seconds long.
There's 5,616. Are you a Napa guy? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, all right, maybe I'm wrong.
Fucking
Maybe I'm
AutoZone?
wrong on that one, but I just the love for O'Reilly Auto Parts is not
It's a good jingle.
like it.
can
It's a
draft
great
jingles
jingle.
one day.
It's all-
Yeah, we'll
that-
draft
You know what we should
jingles.
do is after this just have a full jingle draft, and then everybody gets their way because jingles are a whole separate animal that I think are even.
We'll see you next
better
week,
than
Kevin.
that. Yeah.
For the jingle draft.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole list is fucked because I can't. So just to declare, I can't draft Chia Pet.
I don't know what their thing is.
Chia.
That's-
Why
I
not?
think that counts.
Why not, Ed?
All right, I don't know. You tell me. Chia.
Chia, yeah,
I think that works.
it's a good one.
All right, I'm taking Chia Pet.
Okay.
Any
Literally the same as O'Reilly, but
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's right and what's wrong.
It's just a gut. It's a gut thing. Yeah.
All right, I could accept it's just
Yeah.
a gut. I could accept that then.
I think it's that with O'Reilly Auto Parts, it's when they say the word auto parts.
I think so too, but I don't even want the auto parts. I'm just
But
happy
you
if
can't.
they cut
It's
it
all
off.
yeah, but you can't just cut it off.
Yeah,
So-
I guess so.
Just a lot of your sounds are just people saying shit.
But I think
But that's you know what? That's the thing. If you went up to someone and said like, sing the O'Reilly Auto Parts song, they would know it. If you said like, sing the Chia Pet song, I think I'd be like, you mean when they just say Chia? It's you're just saying something. You're not. It's not a full fucking.
Yeah, but I
production,
think,
if you will.
Sounds like a
here's the thing
stuttering
though.
kid just trying
Here's
to
the
say
thing:
it.
O'Reilly shouldn't get docked. What because EA Sports chose to just say it in a fucking broad voice. If EA they're getting docked. Like if EA Sports like
Then
then
I
they would
wouldn't
have
have
been
drafted it.
You know what I mean? Like
I
that's
probably don't
I
draft
think there
it.
should be points off for picks that are just people saying something.
yeah. Well, then we're like like
It's not a sound. A sound is something you'd have to like
Yeah.
go out of
I
your
mean,
way to record.
I do. Sorry.
I like Chia Pet, by the way. You ever have one?
No.
I
Neither
do
have
think
I.
that like it's
Sisters
the
did.
more impressive picks are the ones that don't have the word in it that
Yeah,
make you think of
definitely.
it. Those are like to me the top tier picks, but that's not to say that ones that mention the name aren't as effective. You know?
Sure, but but I also think when you identify a word and your gut reaction is to read it like that, also speaks volumes too. Like everyone looks
Yeah,
at Ricola
for
and
sure.
screams it like that. So I think that carries weight too. And that's kind of where my brain went here. Well, I guess mine was the same. But that's where Kevin, like, thanks for asking questions. These guys didn't ask questions. We'll go back to that.
Because you were very specific and
Fuck
said
you, Dave.
sounds that are associated with brands. I don't think you need to really clarify much after that.
Kevin, you're up.
All right. This is my last pick.
You have 2.
2 more. Oh, I get 2. Yeah. Okay. So this is it. I am gonna go with the Fox, playoff baseball, and football. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. With the fucking robot. Dun 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 dun.
I got a good
hear
way
that
we
enough.
can see if this is vetoable or not.
How's that?
Give me the exact thing you just drafted. Fox NFL theme song?
No, I would say it's more like the playoff baseball. But yeah, it's also NFL.
I associate it more with NFL, but I think I'm just not that as big of a baseball guy.
I actually think it's NFL, just Fox's like
Fox Sports.
broadcast.
Yeah, is this a song or no?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
But is it more of a song than the 20th Century Fox? That we let that one stay. So that's where's the line?
That's why I mean.
Okay.
It's not a. It's
if we're drafting songs, by all means. And the first hit on YouTube was NFL and Fox theme music, and it was what you're drafting right now. I don't think that counts. It's not a sound; it's a massive conglomeration of sounds.
Then congratulations on getting 20th Century Fox in there, you rat fuck, because that's.
I mean that.
Yeah.
This is a minute and 21 seconds long.
Gonna be fucking. My next one was going to be the Universal Movies theme song, but I guess I can't do that, even though you get 20th Century Fox.
I'm poking holes. This is a minute and 21 seconds long. I drafted dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, you drafted the whole thing.
Okay, so it goes on another 10.
And Universal was going to be that.
I mean, it says by the NFL.
All right, fuck you guys.
I didn't veto nothing. I'm just saying, like
I think it is a song.
I
though.
just want it noted that I'm getting ridiculous vetoes. That's fine.
Nobody's
I
This
got
is
will
the
go
dumbest
with-
show in the world.
nobody's got butt fucked harder than me.
We've done dumb shows that we've not.
This is like up there with when we drafted letters.
Okay, all right, I got one. I want kind of like a combo one, if you'll allow it.
Probably won't, but
The-
go ahead anyways.
The AOL signing into the internet
Oh,
sound,
yeah, that's a
and
great
then the like welcome.
Oh, can you give? So it's not the. That's not that, right?
No, like the eon, eon, eon,
I
and
hated
then you
that
connect
noise.
and like you open it up and it goes like welcome.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
So like AOL connecting to the internet sounds. I think it's the noise and the welcome. You know you're on AOL.
We need this is going to be a big one for the 38 and over crowd. So I
So
appreciate.
AOL.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
the youths won't know it, but the kids are gonna go. Oh, I know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, that, and then my last one would be, if I can't do songs, so like Monday Night Football, that doesn't count. I'm gonna go with the Taco Bell gong.
Okay. I think it's probably just a bell, not a gong necessarily. But
Yeah, the bell. Taco
Yeah.
Bell. Yeah. Taco gong. You know, it's just like boom.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what?
Just a standard bell.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good one.
I think that's not a standard bell. I think that's a Taco Bell bell. I think
Now-
if you heard that bell, you would know it's Taco Bell.
You think so? It doesn't have that lion roar factor to you? Like if you heard that, you'd be like,
It has the what?
it doesn't have the lion roar factor to you, where like you would just be like, oh, that's just a lion.
It could.
Okay.
I just don't know of any other bells really. Yeah, I guess you could just say it's a bell.
It's just like he's taking the Catholic Church, just all the bells in the background. What else would it be?
Taco Bell gong. No, just the bell. Sorry. Any comments on Taco Bell?
I mean, I've never had Taco Bell and I know what it is, so I think that's means it's a pretty good pick.
There you go, Dave.
I just listened to it, and I think it sounds like every single bell I've ever heard. Like it sounded like Hell's
Oh,
Bells.
you when
by-
you sit around listening to bells a lot?
I mean,
You
it sounds.
a big bell guy?
Do you want me to play Hell's Bells for you, and then the AC/DC song, and then play this bell? They are the exact same bell.
I disagree.
All right, it's to me. I think I'm out of picks that will count, so I just have to take my last pick that'll count. It's not a good pick, but it's T-Mobile.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was my next one.
Yeah, so T-Mobile is my last pick. It's notable if you hear it, you'll know it's. But I don't know if you'll necessarily know it's T-Mobile. You'll know it's a phone company. Mm-hmm. So
There's a couple like that.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a fifth rounder. It's not a great pick, admittedly.
I think that's
so.
a perfect. Well, Kevin, what do you think of T-Mobile users?
They're poor.
Well, guess what? You're a fucking cocksucker because I'm a T-Mobile user.
Yeah,
I get T-Mobile Tuesdays. Do you get T-Mobile Tuesdays? No, you don't.
What is that?
That sounds like something a poor
They
person would
give
get
you a bunch of
excited
free
about.
shit, like free Netflix
Yeah, that sounds
for
like
a month or
something
shit.
that a poor person. If you need to circle a day on the calendar to get free stuff on your phone, you're fucking poor.
He's got that
Get
T.
that free Netflix. They just gave you $11, man.
He's got that
Yeah.
T. Maybe.
I'm poor.
Most insufferable douche on the planet.
By the way, the Correa deal is just about done. Just wanted to let you know.
Oh, really? Wow. So yeah, T-Mobile was my pick. Chief, you're up.
So I feel like the rest of my list would be vetoed as well. So I'm going to go with the Pixar intro where you have that little lamp jumping out.
Oh, yeah.
Jumps on it and it makes that like squeaky. I can't even remember the name of that movie where it's like that noise. But it's like the lamp that jumps out, jumps on the eye, and it's like the little squeaky noises, and then you
Yeah.
start your movie. So the Pixar.
I think that's more visual than audio, but yeah, the squeak
Yeah.
is in there.
Yeah. You're
round.
right about that. Okay, Pixar. Moving along. White Sox, Dave.
NBC. Ding, ding, ding.
The chimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on my list.
NBC. Anything on NBC?
No,
Yeah,
I mean that's another one that's like we know what it is. Like that's you get the little peacock and the chimes, and that's NBC.
White Sox, Dave. You're a scumbag tweeting out that I have Brazzers passwords. Yeah,
It was a social experiment.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
scumbag.
Are you getting some DMs?
Yeah, of course I am.
You should out the people live on the show right now.
No, I'm not gonna do that. All right, NBC. Carl, Mr. Irrelevant.
Take Darth Vader's breathing sounds. It's
You know what?
trademark.
Hey, great pick. Great Mr. Irrelevant.
Love it. Love it.
Honestly,
I
great
can't-
draft, boys.
I can't think of a reason to veto that.
Yeah,
pick.
neither can I.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah, it's synonymous with the brand.
Need 2 vetoes, so
brand.
Yeah.
It absolutely is allowable. I don't think it's as synonymous with the brand of Star Wars as the lightsaber noise, but to each their own. And I know you're a big Star Wars fan, so home run pick.
thanks, Dave.
Is that it?
What the fuck are you laughing at over there?
Making fun of you, man. It's funny because you weren't allowed to draft the lightsaber.
Yeah,
it's funny.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, I'm not vetoing it. I think it's a.
Do you want that actually or no?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if we could, I'd feel more comfortable with that pick than I do. Oh, there's just a nice way to tie it out. I'm not gonna win this fucking. Who cares?
You want to give us your honorable mentions?
So it was in between that one and then the Pillsbury Doughboy, like his giggle,
Yeah.
and then Homer Simpson's dough.
That's a good one.
Interesting.
That's how's that any different?
That
than
I
a fucking
think falls
lightsaber?
under like catchphrase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, I was. It's hard to fucking do.
I think
it's
I
very
probably-
You know
hard
what?
to research his topic, and so I had success when I picked out trademark sounds. That's where a lot of these started coming up. I was like, oh, that's where the.
Is this one
I think they're
trademarked?
technically called audio logos. Is like
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah, we were talking about that.
term.
The Jeopardy, if you run out of time noise, that
How about just the Jeopardy? I guess that's the theme song. Doesn't count.
right. I would have vetoed the theme
Oh,
song.
you know what I think would be better than that is the prices, the Family Feud X.
Or the sound when you get it wrong in the dozen. That'd be a nice pander for the Barstool audience.
Another one I had in the
I-
same.
I-
I had the Roadrunner beep 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 beep.
Tough
Samsung's.
topic, Ed. Really tough topic.
Yeah.
I
Challenging.
wish, I guess going back, maybe my last pick, I should have gone with PlayStation.
Yep. That was
That's
on my
good.
list.
kind of like not having the fucking words though.
Is Sega still a
It's
company?
interesting.
Still around?
What about this? What about the iPhone Ring?
That
Like
I had
the
that on my
default
list. I think that's
Yeah.
so just everybody knows exactly what it
The
is.
default ring.
You
The
probably should have
default
said
ring.
it then, you dummy.
I didn't think I had better options, but it was on my list.
Here's the list real quick. I'll run through it. Kevin, McDonald's, Netflix, Pornhub, AOL, Taco Bell, Eddie, Ricola, Brazzers, Apple, Chia Pet, T-Mobile, Chief, HBO, EA Sports, THX, Tums, Pixar, White Sox Dave, Sports Center, 20th Century Fox, Intel Processor, 60 Minutes, NBC, Carl, Sega, MGM Studio, Law and Order, Emergency Alert System, Darth Vader breathing.
Kevin, do you like porn?
Any other ones? Audio logo. So audio logo draft is the official, or just company. We'll just keep company sounds.
I had the Disney intro as well.
Yeah, you could have went really heavy intro if you
Yeah,
wanted to. That would have been.
Duracell. I feel like
No, those
Duracell's
are-
got a
I
good
feel
Duracell
like
would have been a
there's-
good one.
I think there's like a few drafts that spiral out of this. Could do intro
Yeah.
songs, theme songs, catchphrases.
We did theme songs.
You know,
we did.
Even I think the lightsaber noise thing is a great pick for a different draft.
The one we did
I
with you
think
previously, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think so. But yeah, that's a look into the draft. I think, hopefully a lot of people come in on Red Ed here because it's just a look into what I have to deal with White Sox Dave because that was absurd.
It's Ed. I'm reading it to you right now. It doesn't necessarily have to say if it's its name. If there's a sound or something that's synonymous with the brand.
Bad faith here. You know what you're doing.
I'm using the exact
But Kevin,
specific
Kevin,
guideline
Kevin.
that
There's
he
two other
set.
texts.
Kevin, there's two other
Yes,
texts.
but
Thank
you know what? Wait, hang on, Eddie. Wait.
It's
What
not a
you said
company catchphrase
the
or
first
slogan.
time-
It's an
Listen,
audio or sound
the
logo.
first time you said I'm using his words against him, which is proving my point. You're doing this
I
on
said
purpose.
that. I said go ahead and because I knew that was on the edge, but it's going by the guidelines that he said.
That's one out of the 5 texts I sent.
And I read the rest of them off.
Also, when the whole rest of the room goes, no, dude, come on.
Yeah, exactly. This is it, and he will never back down, and this will be it, and he will never. We will just go in circles forever. So
Until you admit that you should have been more specific.
yeah, like I said, we could put you in the theater, and there could be 300 people in the theater. 299 will go on one side and be like, no, this is what happened. You will be on one side, and you will be on that side until you die, arguing your point. And everyone will say, no, dude, you're wrong, and you will die.
Ed, is
With your
this not
points.
what you wrote? It
But
doesn't necessarily. I'm
you're
asking a
not making
question.
my point. You're not.
It doesn't necessarily
Yeah,
have to say its
here's-
name. I'm asking. Hold on. If there is a sound or something that's synonymous with the brand,
I don't care. I don't
care.
care.
he doesn't care. We got the answer. Thank you, Ed.
You're not listening to him.
We're
You're not
finally
listening to
there.
him. You're not listening to him.
Yeah.
This is not a bad. You're coming from one angle. Eddie's coming from another. Your angle is beaten in. He knows what you're talking about. If you listen to what Ed's doing, Ed's taking you to a different part of the argument where your time is much better spent talking about what Ed's talking about.
I mean,
Much better. We know with the text messages he sent her.
Yeah, Dave,
Everybody knows that.
and even Dave does because his first pick was Sports Center. That clearly fits. Intel fits. 60 Minutes 6. NBC Chimes fits. Like all of those picks show that you know what the draft was, and you know lightsaber doesn't fit in that category. You know it.
I
You
wouldn't
know
have
it.
put it on the list if I did. I wouldn't have put it on the list.
Thank you.
And I brought it
Thank
up, and I
you.
said, well,
Thank you.
try to veto my next pick.
Thank you to the listeners that listen to this week in and week out. I love you. You're great. Thank you to Kevin. I love you too. That's all we got.
You, Eddie.
That's all there is today. We'll be back tomorrow.
Do you
Chief
love
and I
Dave?
will be back.
I love Eddie. I love Chief. I love Carl. You guys are great.
I don't give a
Thank you.
flying
Have a good
fuck about
Thank
Kevin's
you.
miserable
Always good work,
fucking
buddy.
ass.
See you, everybody. We will see you next time.